Welcome. I'm Michael Voss, the Dean of Instruction for Applied Science and Technology, Business, CIS, and in the Administration of Justice Studies programs. This session is on student retention and something that I'm calling the Major Success Initiative. And let's get started. So at Mesa Community College, currently this fall 2022, we have over 52,000 students, of which over 14,000 are enrolled. So when I say 52,000 students, that's students who are either in the application phase, the testing phase, the enrolled phase, so preparing to get enrolled in a future term, or in a prior term up to 1 year in the past. So these are all students who are enrolled or could enroll, but are not yet disenrolled. And we have a lot of different major codes here, so a lot of different academic intent. And so you can see below the different types of majors. They all have a 4-digit code, and they indicate different types of academic intent. So you can see that we have a lot of students here who are pursuing an Associate of Applied Science, almost 12,000. We also have a lot of students here who are pursuing a transfer degree, about 17,500. And then a lot of students here who aren't declaring one of our particular pathways. So they're either non-degree seeking or they've listed some other type of interest. So around 16,000 there. So a lot of different students come to Mesa Community College for a lot of different reasons. But if they declare anything in a 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 6,000, or 8,000 code, they have a pathway map that really guides their program of study. And so most of these are going to be financially aid eligible, with the exception of the academic certificates and some of the smaller certificates of completion. So, these are our students, our programs, and we just really need to focus on their success. So when you look at all the data, most students have a single declared major. So they are really focused when they come here to get in, through, and out of a program and study. Very few have more than one declared major. We use something called course applicability that restricts the use of financial aid to just those courses included within their chosen program of study. If they take something outside of that pathway, they typically will have to self-pay. Now, faculty create and really are focused on the quality of our programs of study, and we believe that faculty have a vested interest in the success of students within their programs. Now, you may think that students come here to take courses, and they do, but their primary reason that they come here is to complete a program of study and go out into the workforce or move on to transfer at a 4-year institution. So we have a very large program portfolio here at Mesa Community College. We use strategic planning, program review, and operational execution to align those programs with the needs of our community. We use cycles of informed improvement, and we all collaborate together to ensure that we have a very vibrant and healthy portfolio so that our college can be successful as can our students. One of the challenges is how large and complex our portfolio is. Being one of the largest community college within the Maricopa system, we offer more certificates and degrees than any other college in the district. So over 300 different certificates and degrees that we maintain. We have 84 different program marketing pages, so sort of our A to Z page. We have 34 occupational areas, 23 academic departments, and 8 programmatic accreditations. So all of that body of work those programs need stewardship, and the stewardship could be a lead faculty, a program director, or a department chair. Now, Mesa Community College also uses the 40X framework, and we use this 40X framework made by Franklin Covey really to focus on goal completion. So there's a lot of things going on here, and it helps us focus on getting some of the most important things done. The 4 disciplines are focus on the wildly important, act on lead measures, keep a compelling scorecard, and create a cadence of accountability. And what 40X asks is that all of our employees create wildly important goals and work collectively to accomplish them. So I'm bringing this down a little bit, focusing on the wildly important. So the Maricopa Community College District has a wildly important goal of increasing equitable completion of a post-secondary credential and or transfer rate for traditionally underserved students from 26%, which is kind of where it is currently, to 35% by October 2023. Now, MCC is focused on diversity, equity, and inclusion. So we value diversity as our greatest asset. We create systems, environments, and interactions that welcome and engage students, all learners. And we fundamentally believe that the completion of our program should be a reflection of the overall demographics of our community, and we take action to recruit and support those groups that are underrepresented. Now, once you have your WIG in place, then it's important to take action on the lead measures. So in order to increase program completion, we must improve course success and student retention term to term. People can't get to the end unless they complete their courses and continue with us each semester. Well, then, to know if we're doing a good job, we're going to need a compelling scoreboard. So Mesa Community College uses Dropout Detective within Canvas to monitor student academic progress in real time. It's an awesome tool. So we've positioned, or we've created some dashboards so that we could leverage Dropout Detective as the retention scorecard, thereby improving course success and increasing student retention. Now, 40X uses a cadence of accountability. And what we could do, or what we should do, or what we will do, is take action to support high-risk students on a weekly basis. So if we do that, we can regularly improve course success and increase student retention. So the Dropout Detective ally role allows people to review the risk holistically, connect with students, respond to alerts, and utilize tags to request support from a retention specialist as needed. So what we're suggesting is mostly those students who are in the high risk index need that regular follow-up from people who are really connected and know those students. I'll go over this in more detail in other trainings, but I want to share an overview that we're using a lot of technology here to create these dashboards so that we really can know which students need attention given how many that there are. So we're using Dropout Detective, which is made by Aspire EDU, and it's an add-on into Canvas. We're using some data from Tableau, which mirrors data in SIS in the tool called the Advisee Management Tool. And it's a collaboration of basically multiple departments. So, from the Office of Institutional Effectiveness, creating the Tableau dashboards, the Deans of Instruction, sort of organizing the plan and the way that we want to see these dashboards in Dropout Detective, and the e-learning department is really operationally creating a lot of these dashboards. So I've been talking about dashboards. There are currently over 400 new Dropout Detective dashboards available to support student retention efforts. That is a lot. There's one for each academic dean, one for each department, and there's one for each of the program areas or the marketing pages, which are here on the right-hand side, the A to Z. And that's one of the most common ways that students seek out and search what offerings we have that might meet their interests. We're creating them for cohorts, be it academic cohorts like vet tech and dental hygiene, paramedic and nursing, or cohorts because of maybe financial funding. We have them for the Gilbert Together scholarship program. We have some other scholarship funding type cohorts that we're creating them for. And then we're creating one for each certificate, degree, or other designation. So that's like 300 plus. So what the idea is to give viewers and allies access to the dashboards that are relevant to their area of stewardship. So here's an example. So in welding, Curtis Casey, who's the program director, and Mike Drabinski, who's the other residential faculty, when they go into Dropout Detective on the admin side, what they see are their certificates of completion, their AAS, and their active majors, like their welding page. That's similar to everyone who would be on the marketing page, the program page. So really easy thing for them to see their dashboard. And if they chose one of those, so here I have some fake student names. So these are all, if you're a fan of The Office, you'll notice all these the names over there. But in this case, we can see that Ryan Howard and Creed Barton are at high risk this week in their studies related to welding fundamentals. And if we take a look at Creed Barton, what we'll see here is, currently Creed is taking 2 welding courses, and he has some missing assignments related to his Welding 150 course, but he's also taking a GTC 216 course that Curtis Casey and Mike Drabinski would not otherwise know about, and how he's doing in there. So pretty much what you see in here is Dropout Detective runs an algorithm based on a student's current grade, how many zeros they have, how many missing assignments they have, their last access, and latest submission. Now, if you click on the context, you can see who the ally is, and in this case, you can see that Curtis and Mike are allies because the student has a declared major of the Welding Fundamentals, CCL. So really it comes down to then, if the ally has this information, what can Curtis and Mike, or the allies, what can they do on a week-to-week basis to support those students in the red, or in this case, Ryan and Creed Barton? And it's that easy, right? So this is just meant to be a broad overview. I'll do some additional videos with some more detail, but thank you for taking the time to listen to this overview of where we're going with student retention and success, really focused on the student's major or their academic reason for being here. Thank you and have a good day.